Hey guys, welcome to the Tactical DCS Community YouTube channel. I'm Foxtrot, and today here with me is Napa.
What's up, guys?
Thanks for joining us, Napa, and welcome to everybody else to the first Tactical DCS Community Newsletter. First credit goes out to Element for making the intro sequence you saw with the flames and everything at the beginning of the video. Excellent work. We're going to have a slideshow, all screenshots pulled out of Screenshot Spamalot from the Discord. So thank all you guys for sharing all this awesome content. I don't know how often we're going to do these newsletters, but we're going to figure it out together, and it's not just always going to be me and Napa. I want to get as many people on the channel as possible as we continue to do these things and make additional content and bring others on board. So let's get into it. We've had a pretty awesome 2023 so far, I think. Events team's doing an amazing job. IP team has run tons of classes, and material is always underway in the background for stuff we haven't even done yet. We have all kinds of great members that support by helping in the Discord and giving people their time and contributing on Patreon and nitro boosting the new Discord subscription program. All of it is covering all of our recurring active expenses, plus we're saving up a pretty good amount towards upgrading our server infrastructure in the not too distant future. So how do you feel about the last few years, Napa?
Where we're at right now is leaps and bounds better than where we've been. And I don't mean that as in like we were in a bad place, as much as that our growth has been crazy for the last 2 years. It's been insane. We started off as, 8 guys, a couple of buddies going, hey, we can help teach other people and kind of share a passion of aviation and this great game that makes it possible, DCS, and kind of go from there. And that was Pascal and a couple of other guys, and almost 3 years, a little over 3 years later now, and we're 8,500 members strong. So and it's all because of our events team, our instructors, the people that give back. They're the ones that make this place great.
Absolutely. All right, so getting a little more into programs here at Tactical DCS. Now we're going to talk a little bit about mentors, instructors, and what you need to do to apply and what the requirements are.
So as far as so we've got 2 different tiers here, right? So you have the mentors and the instructors. Mentors side of it is basically the backbone of what is TDCS, what is Tactical DCS. These are the guys that they've learned some, they know some, and they're willing to kind of share it. These guys are the ones that love, the majority of the time they're the ones answering questions. They're the ones kind of helping other members along. They want to share what they know, right? Instructors are a little different. Instructors actually have to be vetted. In order to be an IP, most of their guys go through a vetting process. Usually it's they'll go digging through posts. They'll find out that they're good representatives. They want to know that they're good reps for what is TDCS, for what we embody, right? We double check their knowledge. We double check, make sure that they fit within our team. There is they get asked questions. They get checked out. They get, make sure that their personality meshes well. There is a process to it. But what comes with that is that they are extremely knowledgeable. They know how to teach effectively. And these are the guys that run our courses. These are the guys that run the seminars that we have. That Parthenax is one that comes to mind. He's been running our carrier ops seminars, right? Joker's another one who's been kind of helping with some basic flight stuff as well. We've got numerous courses that our instructors put together, and these guys are amazing, amazing people. Basic flight course, basic rotary course, both of which teach you the fundamentals of being able to fly effectively, right? How an airplane works, how to control it, how to fly with other people, how to navigate, things like that. Between both airframes, fixed wing for basic flight, and then rotary for basic rotary. And then they also cover the module courses. So the A10, right now we've got A10C2, the F-14, the F-16, the F-18, a Harrier, the Vigan, and then we're now kicking off some World War II stuff. Spitfire, P-51 are coming up, BF-109 is coming up soon. And all of our instructor pilots also are very well versed in fighter fundamental stuff, basic surface attack, BFM, BDR. You can always hit them up, and they can teach you and show you the fundamentals on that stuff, right? We're always looking for good instructors. We're always looking for new people to join the team. If you guys are interested, feel free to hit me up, or any of the instructors. Any of us can answer any questions for you and kind of point you in the right direction on how to join us if that's something you're interested in.
The role requests channel has a bot that will link you to the application for the instructors. Signing up for mentor roles is just a voluntary process. It says you're willing to take a ping and answer a question about a thing you know. Nothing more, nothing less. It's really the first help program that was ever created way back when by ASA, like the instructor program, before handing it to you. And, it's just naturally organically grown like anything else, because people step up and they take the initiative and make the content and the events and everything that has come to pass within the community.
Oh, yeah. And the great thing, one of those things that we look for in our IPs is that they like helping, that's something they truly enjoy. So never be afraid to ask our guys questions.
Yeah, it just blows my mind how thorough and helpful and detailed people can get, even for the simplest questions. It really shows the initiative to actually help people and generate positivity and spread our mutual passion for flight. So let's talk a little bit more about events. In the very beginning, we really only had Tactical Tuesdays and Training Thursdays. We also had Friday night fights for a while, but that kind of waned out to people being too competitive. Trying to bring that back slowly, so thank you, SWAT. Tactical Tuesday we ran for several years, but it's kind of gotten stale, and we only really ever had the 2 mission sets for Elbrus and Green Cedar, and so it kind of got repetitive. But lately, Bishop has been putting together a new series of missions and objectives and trying to spice things up. We've been testing that stuff on the weekends mostly, but here in not too distant future, we should have regular Tuesday content again for everybody to put their skills to use and have some fun. And just remember, our instructors, our events people, we all have lives, we all have schedules, so we've tried to move away from anything being super concrete in schedule and more about when the people who create it can host it. We don't want people to get burnt out, but we want to keep, regular things going on around here to drive activity, bring people together, have fun.
Yeah, I mean, our team puts on minimum 2 events a week. Usually it's closer to like 4 or 5. And the next closest group that puts on events like we do is what, 3 a month? I think it's something like that. I mean, we've got one of the most actively generating events teams in DCS right now. So kudos to those guys. I mean, Sinister, Gringo, Airshow, Element, Clothos, Nerdy 8, Otto, Sparky, SWAT. I mean, this is just naming some of those guys. We've got other guys on the team as well, but those guys have been putting in a lot of work lately, kind of building out those events and putting them on and making sure we've got something going. I mean, these guys are in the process right now of refreshing a lot of what we've got, what we had going with Tactical Tuesday and whatnot, and they're bringing that back once we get some fresh content, which is what they're actively working on right now. I mean, these guys put in a lot of work to make this possible.
Demand is always outweighed supply, but we're getting pretty good at the supply part. I mean, without DCS itself, we really wouldn't have much to build any of this around anyways. We'd be the Tactical War Thunder community, but unfortunately, I don't have the security clearance to read the forums.
Ain't that the truth? I mean, between, 30 years they've had, we can count on one hand the number of combat flight sims that were good, and DCS is like heads and shoulders above all of them. So, I mean, we're definitely grateful for what this provides for us.
Yeah, despite its problems and setbacks, it's one of the best things available out there and pretty awesome. And they keep innovating and pushing forward regardless of what you may personally feel about any particular subject. And we've been lucky. If it weren't for the game, it weren't for our events team and everybody that's brought things to this community over the years, we wouldn't have any of it or anything to build it around. Alright, and as we start to wrap this up here, we're going to look at some footage from one of our instructors during the Huey class and talk a little bit about community content and all the screenshots and things that you've seen in this video. This video is one of my particular favorites, with the Flight of the Valkyries, which I've muted out in the soundtrack, but the link to Zenatsu's channel is in the description. Which ones did you like, Nappa?
Yep, that one. I mean, we had that elephant walk with the Viper a couple of months ago. The big ramp picture with basic flight course. We had the 245s and the A29s. I mean, there's some amazing shots in there. If you guys haven't had a chance to kind of go through it and see them, I would take a little time and just start digging through the background on it, and you're going to see some great stuff.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. I don't know how often we're going to do these, as I said, but as we have content and things to share, I will definitely bring people on the channel. We'll pull stuff together. We'll feature it. All right, Nappa, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, you guys are what makes this place possible, and all us admin love kind of this community and whatnot. So it's all for you guys. You guys make it possible. You guys make it what it is, and we just want to thank you guys for making TDCS what it is.
Absolutely. And with that, everyone have a good night. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Have a nice night, guys.